microphone.
Put my phone on Do Not Disturb and all that stuff.
You would put mine on
Yep,
Do Not
there
Disturb?
we are.
Did you put it on Do Not Disturb?
Yes.
Microphone.
Mic's on and we can hear us. Oh no.
Tessie, Tessie. Hello.
It's a little lagging.
Hello.
I think it's
Oh, is the volume on?
the volume.
You do him. You do.
Yeah. It usually blocks everyone else.
Did you put it on Do Not Disturb?
Yes.
Because there's no button.
Mic's on and we can hear us. Oh no.
Tessie, Tessie. Tessie, Tessie.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, is the volume on?
The volume.
Do you see? All of that?
You do him. You do.
Yeah, actually, so
Usually blocks everyone else.
did you put it on Do Not Disturb?
Oh my gosh.
You turn it off and turn it back on. You sure doesn't have a button? Testing, testing, testing. I think I testing. Hello? Yeah.
No, very good there. It's lagging. See on the video when it gets to that part. But you see how it hears us already? That means it's not working.
Turn it off and turn it on. You sure doesn't have a button? Testing, testing, testing. I think I testing. Hello? Yeah. I know. I hear the mic, but I hear the sound too. Yeah.
Maybe you talk about it first?
Yeah.
If it is actually working, then you might as well use it.
But what if that sound is picking up? Just like the.
I think so. It's just all the other sounds. Yeah.
Testing, testing, testing. I think I'm testing. Hello? I know. I hear the mic, but I hear the sound too. Yeah. Yeah.
If it is actually working,
I don't know what that sound is.
maybe it's from this. Maybe make sure to take it off and see all of the sound.
Feedback. Yes, thank you. Well, Adventure, we are trying to figure it out right now. I took off the piece. Let's see.
Maybe we'll turn it down so it's not hearing, it's not picking up. That way when you talk, you can have a clean. So since she's on, we'll turn that volume down so Sally can tell us. So it's not picking it up, both things. Okay.
Yeah. It's like a whole minute lag, so.
Okay.
Oh, I took it off
Okay.
to try it without.
Okay.
It kept
so-
doing that sound.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Now we turn it off. We have a clean thing to check. Now Sally's on there. Now put it on.
She
so we
wrote
can
on there.
check it. Now put the mic on so we can check it while she's listening.
Testing, testing. Well, Adventures, can you hear me? She said yes, but Anna said.
We have it on with the sound. Let's see what she says. She
gave us a thumbs up. I think it was the phone.
That's what I'm saying, providing the feedback from the camera.
Sound is clear. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Sorry about that. We're just trying to get everything situated and ready. It is 11:33.
Okay.
So let's go ahead. Hello. Hi,
I'm gonna
Elizabeth.
share the live.
Yes.
I'm gonna share the live recording.
Yes.
Quick on Facebook.
Anna's going to share the live recording real quick. It looks a little chaotic today. We've got a lot of things going on today. So we've been going everywhere trying to do everything all at once. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Will Adventure. Sound is clear. I am so glad to hear that. We were struggling with the sound for a little bit. Thank you, Elizabeth from Paint by Designs, is dancing behind. But welcome, everyone. It's so good to see you guys. It's so good to be here. Another day, another Friday together here at
Sorry, that's the technical difficulty.
Technical difficulties, guys.
I'm almost
Yes,
done.
yes. Don't mind Anna. She's just sharing, trying to get everything across. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
And we're
let
gonna
us
share.
let us know where you guys are tuning in from, whether it's at home, cozy on the couch, or you're out for a walk, or you're on your way to Joseph Morris. Okay, maybe we'll see you tonight, which we're about to get into a little bit about that. So we're pretty excited, and Anna is finally done sharing stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass the microphone to Anna.
Thank you. Okay. Hello, everybody. We're so excited to be here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and bearing with us with all these technical difficulties. We're going to get it. Right now, I'm looking at you guys, and one light is on and one light is not. Sounds okay. Thank you so much, Rose Adventures. Thank you. For those of you who have been asking about my sister Sally, a lot of you guys have asked me in person, hey, where's Sally? Where's Sally at? She's missing from the podcast, and she's actually not missing at all. She is missing from front of the camera, but she's right there behind the scenes as she always is, making sure that the link is updated correctly, the lights are working, the sound is working. So thank you so much for thank you so much for making sure that we're right where we need to be, Sally. And so, guys, welcome back to another episode of What Anna Said podcast. We are so excited to be here. Like we said, every time you guys tune in, somebody's mentioning Little Champs, right?
Yeah.
Like every time we talk about whatever subject we're on, one of these two, their favorite thing to do is to bring up the Little Champs. Well, I got good news for you guys because today we actually get to talk about them. Yes. It's Little Champs time to shine, and we get to focus on Little Champs because tonight is a very, very special night. And tonight is the Little Champs M&M benefit dinner. Okay, so let me go ahead and give it to the Little Champ instructors because I know you guys are dying to share. So I'm going to pass this over to you guys, and you guys tell us about what's going on tonight. What's the news? What's the 411?
Yes, so tonight is a very exciting night. It is our first ever M&M benefit dinner night. And as you know, like Anna said, we talk about the Little Champs all the time, and it's because our life revolves around them. I love them. I truly do. But tonight we get to celebrate everything that the Little Champs have been doing since we started this program back at the end of February to where we are today. And our Little Champs have been collecting butterflies and all types of sorts. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to Enner. Enner, take us away. What could that mean? And our 5 principles of foundation. M&M stands for money and mindset. So go ahead, Enner.
Absolutely, Miss Kim. Anna, you said exactly what I was thinking. I was like, wow, we actually can come up here and talk about the Little Champs, okay? Because as teachers, as many of you know, Sally behind the scenes, Kim, and I are the instructors for Little Champs Academy. So like you said, everything that we do revolves teaching them, but also because we're literally teaching them life things. We always say this is a different kind of school. We're teaching them things that we wish that we knew when we grew up in. And so within the program, the M&M program, right under that is part of our curriculum with Little Champs, we have learned, we've been teaching them 5 foundational principles within our program. And we love it so much. We cannot wait to share this with you because this aligns with everything that we have been learning, even including with our podcast and how everything has come into its full form today as we see it. So the 5 things that we've learned is that the first thing is that everything you see has a creator. Literally, the t-shirts that you see, this billboard behind us, the lights that are shining, there was a creator behind it. That takes us to the second principle, which is that everything first began as an idea. It was first in your mind. It was imagined before it was created, which leads us to the third principle. Is that everything that was created, everything that first began as an idea has a purpose, right? What was it meant to do? The light that we see shining on us, as we see in the podcast, is brightening us our faces, the audience can see us. The microphone, that was an idea. The purpose that it serves so that you guys can hear us. This table that we have right here, right? Everything that you see that was created, that began with an idea, has first this was what it was, right? The purpose of what it was created for. All right. which brings us to the fourth one, Miss Kim, is that everything you see solves a problem or it meets a need. Things exist because they fix something or help someone, and that is as simple as that.
Yeah.
And the last thing, you guys, that we've been teaching is that becoming who you were created to be, which is funny because in our podcast we always say the journey into becoming.
Exactly.
And we learned is that you cannot copy what anybody else does.
Yes.
Literally, all this means is that all you need to do is become who you are.
Yep.
And that is exactly what we have been teaching our little champs. But Miss Kim, there's a special number 6 that we have not spoken about, that I would love for you to introduce, that goes back into the butterfly, because they need to know, why did you just bring it the butterfly? What does the butterfly symbolizes to us?
Yes,
would you like to take us through that?
Of course I would. Thank you, Miss Edner, and thank you, Miss Anna. And so since we've started this program, we continue to teach our kids about the butterfly money. And we had an expert from Tiki Landscaping come and teach our children the butterfly money. And he asked the little champs, how do you guys catch a butterfly? And so our little champs were answering all different ways. Anna, catch a butterfly.
You chase it with a butterfly net. You can, let me think. I've never caught butterflies before because I leave them alone, but I guess you have to run quickly. You have to run pretty fast to catch a butterfly.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. That was exactly our little champ's answers, was running as fast as they can, catching it with their hands with a net, setting a trap. Okay. But those were not the answers he was looking for. And the answer was that you don't chase the butterflies. You simply build a garden and the butterflies will come to it. And that's the same way and that's why we call it butterfly money. That's the same thing as making money. Whenever you make money, when you build something, when you build your garden, that the money will simply come to it. You don't run and catch it, but you build something. Just like Ms. Enner said about the need, finding the need and a problem. Yes, Ms. Anna?
So just listening to everything that you shared, thank you so much for that, telling us the secret. So what I'm understanding is that you're telling me is that making money is the same thing as catching butterflies?
It sure is. It sure is, Miss Anna.
Okay. And then how do you do that? How is it the same way as catching butterflies?
Because you simply build something. You're building a garden, and that's when butterflies come, because then you have your tomatoes, your carrots, whatever it is, and all the little flowers, and it attracts the butterflies. You don't have to run and catch it.
Interesting thing, like this, for example, my son is a part of Little Champs, and from the very beginning, I've always said you're a singer. Something that just always hit me, that just ever since he spoke, I just knew what it was. But as we know, that the idea that came to my mind as a parent, I didn't understand that. That is why this is so important for us to learn these things, right? And so anyhow, as the time has gone, within just 2 months, all of his Little Champs have grown so much in just learning just what these principles are. And I think the hardest part is that all I have to do is be myself and the money comes to me. So my son, as he's been learning songs and learning how to sing, and he's like figuring out that, wait, I'm a performer. I didn't realize that I was a performer, but he knew that. But now we're like putting that pressure under him to understand that this is who you are. So one day in the car, we had a conversation. And I told him, like, people pays for you to sing. Like, you can go up there for 2 hours and they pay you. And he was so surprised. He was like, what? I can create songs and playlists and I can just go and sing and they would pay me for that? Do you know why he was questioning? Like, but that's so easy. Yeah, because that's who you are. That's not easy for me. That's not going to happen for me, okay? But those are the concept, is that the building part is that he's preparing. You have to do something, right, in order to catch those butterflies.
Yes, very true, Ms. Enner. Thank you for sharing that. And just like when we first started this back in February, our little champs, we told them, don't go and buy a piggy bank. Look around your house, use what you have. Okay. So our kids started looking through the recycle bin, they found some, my daughter got a kimchi bottle that was empty, washed it, cleaned it. We had even like the protein bottles that the protein powder comes in, cereal boxes, all different sorts of things, because there's containers everywhere. And they were so excited. So they started, all our little champs created their own piggy banks to bring it to our M&M class and started learning about how to catch butterflies, how to make butterfly money. And so we first started this with $1. Our expert brought our $1 and all the little champs got $1. And they were tasked with taking that dollar home and coming the very next week doubling what they had. So they started with $1 and they had to go do something, find a need, do something that they can earn to make the $2 that they needed for the next week, and so on and so forth. As we continue to do this each week, they continue to multiply all the funds that they were making, creating their butterfly money. And it's just been so exciting to see. And truly, they've been practicing for tonight and all the different performances and specials that we have tonight. I'm just so excited. And I really don't want you guys to miss out tonight.
Yes.
Thank you guys for sharing. And also, you guys have been there every Tuesday with these kids. And here at Dos Amores, Tuesdays, Thursdays, but the M&M curriculum. Sometimes when I have the mic, sometimes.
like little champs.
Just sometimes. Okay. But yeah, it's just watching you guys go through the curriculum with these children. Something that I really love is that you're taking this big idea, because even for adults, when you talk about, financial literacy is something that is, that's such a complex thing, or it can be, even for grownups. And so to see it be broken down in the simplest form for these children to really understand the concept and to grasp it, even for adults, it's beneficial for me too. Just hearing about it and seeing how they can catch that at their age. And I think about how awesome it is for our kids to be learning this at their age right now. And, Sienna, she's 3 years old, and she completely understands what it means to catch a butterfly and the power of becoming and, attracting those things. And it's so cool to see. And that's something that I wish that we had when we were younger, but it's so cool that, the next generation, that we get to bring that to them. And so just seeing the kids and their what is it called? Sorry, my brain is, but just seeing their understanding grow over time, it has been such a beautiful thing. They, like Kim shared earlier, they were tasked on the first day, when they were being taught about the butterfly money, and they were given $1, and they were tasked with go and, multiply this, however it is, whatever your business ideas are, go. And let me tell you, there has not been a day where my nieces are not texting me to do a chore for $10. They created a group, a family group message, and she's on there hustling everyone, saying, I can clean your car, I can clean your house, I can cook you a meal. These people, they're on it, they're hustling. They're little entrepreneurs, they're little business people, and they're already gaining that confidence. And I love that even at that age, that they understand that they still have so much, they hold so much power, they have so much control over what they can. They don't have to wait to be an adult to make a difference, to make an impact, to start a business. They're starting that right now, and it's awesome to see.
Yes, very true, Anna, because they were tasked with making this butterfly money, and everything that they've been raising all goes towards scholarships for our high school seniors. And I am just so proud of these little champs, because they just show that anyone can do it. Nothing is too hard. If our little champions, our little children can raise these funds all on their own, that we can do the same thing. I remember I asked our little champs, I said, what are ways that you guys have been, earning your butterfly money? What are some ways? And we heard some of them, they even had a lemonade stand selling lemonade in their neighborhood. And just like Anna said, a cleaning service, a cooking service, so many different things. And we're just so excited and cannot wait to celebrate tonight all the wonderful and amazing things our little champs have been doing.
And just want to mention, under our M&M program, we have 2 books that is really our curriculum through it all. The first book is called Aki and Tato and the $10. And the second book that we have,
the $10 idea.
And the Aki and Tato and the $10 idea. Well, let me go ahead and just share that with quickly. It was a little girl who wanted to celebrate her auntie's birthday and did not have the funds to do that. And instead of asking for money, she had an idea. There was a problem to be solved, and she was able to learn how to create money. And the second book that we have under our little M&M program is called The Fork Who Tried to Be the Spoon. And like our fifth foundational principles that I brought is that becoming who you were created to be, right? Is that the fork realized at the end that, oh, I'm a fork. I can only do what I'm supposed to do. And that sounds funny and it sounds so simple, but as an adult, we're like emphasizing, when you see the children, just like we're seeing them do what we know is true, that has taken us a long time to grasp because of what we've been taught. Like we need to do. But it's like, is that really who you are? Is that what you're supposed to be doing? So it's such amazing things that we truly do not want you to miss, because we don't want to, it's just not just a program, but the gold information, all the learning things that we're going to be teaching you. So please, you do not want to miss tonight's event.
Thank you. And one thing I love about the books that you just mentioned, which is our M&M learning curriculum, learning material for the little champs, the book Aki and Tato and the $10 idea, like Ms. Enner was sharing, it came from real life. So that was a real life experience that happened when we were on vacation, and it was my birthday, and my niece Faaki, she really wanted to gift me with something. She wanted to do something meaningful and special. And even though she was just 9 years old, she had an idea. So even at that age, she had an idea. She didn't go and ask for the money straight out from her parents or grandparents, which she could have. But instead, she wanted to work for it. She wanted to earn it. She wanted to earn this because she wanted to give a gift that came from her. And so she had the bright idea to go to her grandpa. She went to Pa and she said, I have a proposition for you.
Okay.
I know that you like to get a foot massage.
Okay.
I know that you guys like to do that. How about this? How about I give you how about I do it and you give me $10?
Yeah.
How about that? And he said, yes. He said, oh, that's great. Wonderful. Well, she came back the next day. It's time for her to do the massage and get paid. But this time she said, actually, I'm going to bring a friend. I'm going to bring my cousin Maria, and you're going to pay us both $10 each. And so that was her on her own, coming up with that idea. She already had that idea in mind, that business idea, that transaction. Hey, I have a service that I provide. It's something that is a service that you value, that you need. I'm going to meet that need for you. And you're going to meet my need because I need to get my auntie something nice.
I'm going to meet your need. You're going to solve my problem.
And it's so funny because she raised more than what she was starting with. I think that was her end goal at the end game anyways. But it's so funny because looking back, she never told me any of this. The parents didn't know what was going on. And here is her auntie opening a gift card, a card on her birthday. And when I looked, I was like, how did Aki get this in the first place? Because she didn't ask the parents, and I didn't even know what she was doing that whole time, creating ideas.
She was hustling the family. You guys were swimming, and she was hustling everybody.
Okay, she was working.
Yeah. So that story right there, it's such a fun story and a real experience with real life lessons in there, and that those principles from that story can be applied across all other things in life. And so that right there, that moment, that's where the curriculum was born, because we saw that in her and wanted to encourage that and wanted to make sure that the children understood how important that was. And so, all these little business people, I'm telling you, you're going to see them tonight. For those of you who are joining us tonight at the M&M Benefit Dinner, it's actually going to be right here at Dos Amores in Hearst. Thank you so much to Dos Amores because they continue to support us just with our podcast as we're going live right here with our classes every week with Little Champs. And then even especially tonight with our first ever benefit dinner program. These kids, let me tell you, they have been working. They are so excited to bring to life everything that they have been learning. And I don't know who's more excited, me or them, because let me tell you, I've been watching them work hard, trying to put it together. And it has been a blast seeing these kids do what they do.
It's very true. Because this morning, George was practicing and for some reason, he just kept messing up every chance. And I said, let's take a break. I said, George, you may be nervous, but you got this. You can do this. And I was like, George, say, I got this. And he was like, I got this. I said, yes, you do. And then he started crying because I was like, I know because there's people coming today to actually see you perform. And I said, just do what you did yesterday. This time it's just in front of a bigger crowd.
Right.
But I'm just so excited. We worked so hard. There was tears shed, but all good things. They've been working so hard to bring our first M&M program benefit dinner tonight.
Right. So if you're coming tonight, we can't wait to see you. We'll be right here to say hello and greet you guys and have a good time together. Or if you still need to purchase your tickets, you can do so. We'll post the link in the comments. It's $50 for adults and $15 per kid. And that is your meal ticket. So you get dinner with that, and then also the entertainment for the evening. And also all of those proceeds support, like Miss Kim mentioned earlier, the Little Champs High School Scholarship Program. So this is the second year in a row that the Little Champs have been able to be a part of the scholarship program that we have at the end of the year. And this goes to high school seniors that are pursuing further education, entrepreneurship, trade schools, all that good stuff. And it's so cool to see the Little Champs learn and know that they can make a difference, that they have made a difference, and they're continuing to make an impact in the communities that they're in. So we're so excited, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody. We can't wait to have a good time together, guys. When you come here, just know I'm dancing to every song. I'm clapping my hands. I'm going to be probably the loudest person in here, but we're so excited to have fun. So we can't wait to see you guys tonight. Ladies, do you guys have anything else that you want to say?
I'm not sure if they noticed what we're wearing.
Oh, go ahead. Yes.
Right. So we are wearing a shirt under the M&M program tonight, which is called Metamorph. In Greek, you might know the name Metamorphosis, but in Greek, it is translated into metamorph, which means transformation. And again, for those who are coming, your life really will and truly be transformed.
Don't want to miss this.
I mean, that's why this meeting means so much for us. It backs up everything that we're teaching them. So the scholarships, the building your garden, all of this shirt represents exactly what that is. That's why you see the butterflies here. So those are coming, or those online, who you guys be able to purchase the t-shirt there.
Exactly. Right. We'll have these t-shirts for purchase, just like Ms. Edner was saying. And yes, transformation, guys. We believe transformation begins with the transformed mindset. That's how change begins. And so that's exactly what's happening. We can't wait for you guys to come tonight. We're going to have a good time together. Say hello to everyone. Thank you so much for your support. We'll be back next week, continuing our series through our book, Formed Underwater. But today we just wanted to get together and let you guys know what to look forward to. And we're excited to begin. So we hope we'll see you guys soon. We'll catch you guys next time on another episode of What Anna Said Podcast.
Bye.
Bye.